Welcome to SPC Spotlight, the podcast where we shine light on the people and ideas shaping the future of business from Sharjah and beyond. I'm your host, Maram, and in this episode, we explore the world of finance covering audit, tax, and advisory services. Areas that every entrepreneur should get right when they start a business or when businesses are on a path towards growth. Today, we are joined by Mr. Muhammad Farooq, Managing Director and Audit Partner at Mubarak Ketbi Charter Accountants, widely known as MAC, an SPC free zone partner. This firm has built a strong reputation across the UAE for delivering high impact audit, tax, and consulting services. That means more businesses that set up with us now have access to world class financial expertise and compliance support, all under one roof. Thank you for joining us today, Mohammed. You have spent more than 2 decades in audit, compliance, and risk management, and worked with organizations at every stage. But tell us more about your personal journey. What experience or influence in your life lead you to this area of finance?
First of all, thanks for giving me opportunity to be the part of this podcast,
Mm,
especially the SPC. Regarding this, my personal journey,
mm,
I started first a bachelor degree
okay.
in accounting and finance.
Mm,
Then I realized I have ability
mm,
that I can demonstrate my education to my clients.
mm,
And after completing my bachelor degree, I did a certification
mm,
in chartered accountancy from
mm.
UK.
Okay.
When I completed this my journey,
Mm,
after that I joined industry first.
okay.
I worked 10 years to get the experience. Parallelly, I got approval from Ministry of Economy as an approved auditor,
Okay.
and as well as a tax agent from Federal Tax Authority.
Okay. Okay. That's
And
amazing.
there are only few people in UAE who
Mm,
are having all these certification, like a auditor from
okay.
Ministry,
Mm,
tax agent in the corporate tax, VAT and excise from Federal Tax Authority. Only few people in the UAE having all these certification.
that's amazing. So, from a client perspective or like a listener perspective, how can you explain for them the compliance in 3 words if someone doesn't know anything about compliance?
The
Mm,
compliance requirements start when someone is get the license
mm,
from the SPC.
mm,
The first thing they have to register for corporate tax,
mm,
even though no business. Within 3 months, every license, once they registered, within 3 months, they have to register for corporate tax.
mm,
If they will not register, keep
mm,
in mind,
mm.
10,000 fine can come
In 3 months,
in
after the
three
three
months.
months, yeah.
So the registration should happen within 3 months,
Okay.
even though you don't have business.
Mm,
There is a misconception in the market. No, I don't have business, so I don't need to register. No, no.
mm,
Once you have a license,
mm,
you need to register for
mm. So
corporate
there is
tax.
difference between the VAT registration and corporate tax
The
registration.
first is corporate
Mm.
tax
Yes, so
registration.
you have, even if you have no kind of business, you have to have the corporate tax registration. And then the moment that you're going to have more income, then you're going to, there's specific kind of amount and rate that then you're going to be applicable for the VAT registration.
Yes.
That's
So
okay.
once you have a taxable supplies,
Mm,
more than 300, when you cross the limit of 375,000
mm,
AD,
mm.
then you have to register for the VAT.
Okay,
If you will
okay.
not register, again there are fines.
You have lead audit and risk management in different type of industries for the past 20 years. What would you say that help you to build the relationship with the client so that you can let them trust you more?
Excellent question. Actually, this is the main question. Uh, being a leadership, being a client, this the relationship is very critical. So being a leadership style, okay, mainly we need to focus on different areas. So client can trust on us.
Mm,
So we do uh, detailed training to our staff.
mm,
So we have expert in all the areas like in audit, in corporate tax,
mm,
and advisory.
mm,
So once we have expertise and we give detailed training to our staff,
mm,
so what client want, he want that the whatever issues they have, so we can solve them. If we
mm,
have expertise,
mm,
of course they can trust on us. And our main focus is client requirement.
mm,
We don't go through normal course of process.
mm,
If whatever client requirement is there, main focus on client requirement.
So it's
If
more like a specialized,
it's
like it's
specialized,
specialized. Whatever you require, we solve it for you. It's not like a
and
full
we
package.
just give with the coordination with the client, our team who is expert, who is subject matter expert. They're the one who are dealing with the client. We don't give them the junior staff, because if we give junior staff, client will not be satisfied. He will never trust on us. So first thing, to building a relation with the client, we need to build a trust. After that, because first he will see, okay, what kind of services we are giving. If he has a trust that we can deliver, only in this case he will give us the work.
So the high quality kind of
High
deliverment,
quality. The
yes.
main thing is high quality, and our our team is fully trained, and we are expert in all the rules and regulation. As I mentioned, we have a certification, audit, tax, and all the areas. So this, when we show them that we are certified, we are accredited by the authorities, this way his trust will be increased, and then they will trust. Once he will trust on us, the next step will start.
So that's amazing. That's exactly what's required from the client perspective, that they know that the person that they give him them job or the work, that they can do it and their expertise, so that he can relay it down, or like he can make sure that you guys gonna do it 100%. You have established a department of risk, task, and audit. So what do you say that it could help you, or what does it require to build a team and system for the client that can be reassured that they can rely on you?
Yeah, once a client will trust on us, the second thing comes, that once he will deal with us in detail, what our services he required, we want to make sure that we are specialized in different area. Like we have a department for audit, for the tax also, for the advisory, the accounting and bookkeeping. So, in the MAC Chartered Accountants, we provide a range of services. So all we have a separate departments. Once we have a separate department, so here comes the role of, we give them our team. We hire only expert who can serve our clients in much more better way. So client trust. Once we build the trust, after that we give our team a detailed training. They know how to cater the client. And first of all, when we give the our expertise to client, we are, because client concentrate on main areas. The main areas, that clear communication, there must be a transparency. Clear, first client requirement, clear communication should be there. If we, different questions we ask that is not relevant to them, so they will say, we are not experts. So first thing, we make sure that our communication is very clear to them. Then we identify the risk areas. What are the risk areas the client have? And then what are the action we need to take? So all these things make sure that client is getting a quality work.
And how do you, from your perspective, how did you build the system inside the organization? How was for you to build the system with your team members?
Yeah. Nowadays, it is era of technology. We have a technology. We have an expert team. In technology and expert team, we make sure that we are accurate and we are efficient. So technology help us a lot. And beyond this technology, more we focus on ethical values. So because we deal with the client, not through the only through the system. We see some people, they need the advice urgently, so we can't delay them. Okay, we'll give them later, we right now we are busy. No, we work only closely with the client, personalized service, so we can make sure what he needs he is getting right away. It's because now we are in the era of compliance. So if, for example, someone needs a tax registration or tax filing, as corporate tax is filing, MAC Chartered Accountant making sure our client fulfilling the tax filing requirement on time. But if we pass the time, of course, it will impact our client reputation also. If, for example, due to our mistake, um, we are unable to file a tax return on time, and client got a fine, so it affect our reputation as well our client reputation, because authority will not trust on the business. They will say this client is not fulfilling the compliance requirement. So this way we work closely with our clients, make sure that what he needs. It should be served personalized basis.
That's really good to know. And also putting in mind that Mac charter account have been established in 2016 and you guys now recognize all over UAE with offering like a wild kind of services such as task, audit, and many more. What does set you guys different from the other competitors?
Thank you. Okay, first of all, the journey, even the license was established in 2016. Uh, we started our journey, in fact, from 2009-10. That time, then we moved to Dubai. So this license from Dubai 2016. So that's why. But we have a more than 20-year experience in the same field of audit, tax, and advisory. So Mac Chartered Accountants actually how we are different from others. So we have some uh, qualities that make us different from others. The first thing, we are very transparent. There is nothing hidden. We are very transparent whenever we deal with our clients. Transparency is there because we don't want when we do something and later on we comes no, it should be like this. We are transparent, we are expert, and we are consistent.
Mm.
Consistent in rules and regulation. We don't compromise on the compliance requirement that authority give us. Because being an auditor, being a tax agent, I am in fact a representative of the government authorities like Federal Tax Authority, like Ministry of Economy. So being a responsible, so we just make sure that our clients are compliance with the authority requirement. So three means: we are transparent, we are expert, we are consistent with the rules and regulation. So when these things are there, so it make us different from other. So we don't compromise on quality, even though we spend some time, but make sure accuracy is there. The risk, we mitigate the risk for our clients. So these things make us different from other our competitors.
Mm. And did you guys introduce the AI to your process?
AI, technology, as I mentioned in your previous question, technology playing a vital role
Mm.
for all the organization.
Mm.
AI is no everyone is using AI.
Mm.
With that AI, you cannot compete your competitors.
Mm.
As I mentioned, maybe I cannot disclose the name of the software that
Mm.
we are using, but trust me, we are using a lot of software that make our life and our clients' life easy. So AI is, without any doubt, we are using it.
That makes so much of sense because you have already guys mentioned on your website that you don't compromise when it comes to the quality, even if that means that you're going to be spending more additional hours not chargeable. Can you explain why this matter to any business of today?
Quality, as I mentioned in my previous answers, quality is main.
Mm.
So even though we charge based on whatever, when we agree with the client,
Mm.
so we discuss with the client, okay, these are the requirements, which we give them the quote. So later on, sometime we spend extra time. So, but why we spend extra time? We want to make sure that we give quality and make sure the risk, our client have the risk, we mitigate the risk. We don't just deliver the job. Later on, if any issue will come, maybe we will also be in trouble, he can be also be in trouble. So that's why timing is not important for us, quality is important for us. So
Mm.
if we will get a quality work, regardless we spend some extra time, no worry, because this way client will be satisfied. And next year if we ask them some extra amount also, he will not be worried. He knows that the work we delivered to them the last time, it was quality and full compliance. So that's why we don't charge extra to our clients if we spend somewhere extra time.
Mm.
So this all will be non-chargeable.
So that means that you guys have like more like a partnership with your clients, more like just a client and like service provider. It's more like a partnership because you give them and you prioritize the quality more than the cost or the money. Yeah.
For us, of course, if client will be happy, of course we will be happy,
Mm.
and make sure that they are getting a right requirement, whatever requirement they are giving us, and they are getting the answer. If we just concentrate only the quality, then only they will be happy. But if we just spending time only, and then will not be happy, because client need a quality work that authority required.
Mm. And in any case, when you guys submit for the corporate tax, that could come back or get rejected because of, like, for example, missing of a specific document or didn't mention the enough kind of information in the document. Can
Okay.
that be a
See,
case?
we closely work with the clients. When we closely work with the clients, he knows what we are doing. So when he knows what we are doing, and for example, during audit, MAC chartered content have some procedures,
Mm.
and that is as per international level.
Mm.
So that we need to fulfill these procedures.
Mm.
So client knows these are international level standards that
Mm.
we need to meet,
Mm.
and to meet the authority requirement also.
Mm.
So they never bothered. They
Mm.
know that we are doing a right job,
Mm.
as long as even it is taking time, but
Mm.
they will get a quality
Mm.
service
Mm.
and right answer.
Mm. So, as I did understand that rejection can happen from the corporate tax
Okay,
registration.
see,
Mm.
we are auditor and tax agent.
Mm.
So we know what is the requirement.
Mm.
It is very rare.
Mm.
It never rejected, but sometime authority ask more information.
Mm.
So that time we give help to our clients,
Mm.
because client don't understand the
Mm.
law. So
Mm.
we understand the law. We
Mm.
know what authority
Mm.
exactly asking.
Mm.
Instead of answering, if client will answer them, maybe
Mm.
they will send 10 emails. But
Mm.
if we, being expert,
Mm.
make chartered content, if we answer them with one email, it will be solved, because
Mm.
we know the requirement. we
Exactly.
know we know the authority requirement.
Mm.
So uh, it's not a rejection. It what happens, sometimes client
Mm.
need more information. So
Mm.
of course expert advice is required.
And what I wanted to understand from the client perspective, that rejection could happen from the corporate tax registration. However, it's more like an additional kind of request for information. It's not rejection.
Yeah, it's not
Mm.
actually
There is no
rejection.
rejection.
It's
Okay.
as I mentioned, we are the in the middle.
Mm.
One side authority is there,
Mm.
other side
The
client is
client.
there.
Yeah.
So we are in the middle. We know what exactly authority need.
Mm.
So we closely work with authority as well as with the client. So to make the things happen faster and in the right way. So
Yeah.
it's not a rejection. Sometimes client don't have something and authority need this information. We guide how to prepare this information and answer it.
That's amazing. And also putting in mind that you guys have worked with startups, also with the corporate and different kind of clients from different kind of industries. So what usually type of challenges that the client come to you with, or the type of the problems that usually the client come to you with?
Okay, as you mentioned, the startups need a support,
Mm.
and the corporate, they are already established. So startups, what we suggest to our clients who are startups, we want to make sure you just concentrate only the scaling up your business, because these compliance requirement, we know how to tackle them. So these requirements, we just make sure the startups, they gave us like a corporate tax registration, maybe VAT registration, filing and accounting and bookkeeping, audit, all the tax impact assessment, transfer pricing, all these things. If client will start doing this for startups, it will be big burden. I will give you simple example.
Mm.
If startups will hire an accountant, it will cost them a lot, full-time employee, visa and or other expenses, and he will be expert maybe in one area only, but we are expert in all the areas. So and our we are 50% we will be the 50% cheaper than if they will hire a accountant. So for the startups, what we suggest, like in SPC, someone is going to set up a company. So after setting up, let for the startups, what we offer, we told them, okay, you just concentrate on your business. Let us concentrate on the compliance requirement, because it's both things. Then parallelly, they can grow faster than other competitors.
Okay, did you ever face the challenge of, like, someone already have missed the day of the submission and then come to you telling you guys support us or help us? In this kind of scenario, how can you usually solve this issue?
Okay, this recent, lot of people they miss the corporate tax registration. They
Mm,
got a fine of 10,000.
mm.
Then authority, they realize, this is the new tax in the UAE. So they want to make sure their businesses, they help them. So they what they did, they issue the law. Okay, they will waive the penalty if businesses file the corporate tax return before 31st of July this 2025. So a lot of our clients came to us. They were having a penalty, and we helped them. And Alhamdulillah, this penalty was waived off also.
That's really good to know. But if there is any kind of specific period of time that the client have to register them corporate tax after having the licenses
Yeah.
before they get any kind of fine?
All right. Okay. Once any company will registered, within 3 months they have to register for corporate tax.
Mm.
And once he will be registered, there will be a tax period, tax year, like Jan till December. So once this period will end, within next 9 months, they have to file the corporate tax return.
We at SPC Free Zone we are very happy to have MAC as one of our partners. This will help us to empower our ecosystem as the UAE most trusted free zone. Now tell us, Muhammad, what made you consider joining SPC Free Zone as a partner?
There are a lot to say about SPC Free Zone. So SPC Free Zone management, they are very innovative. They are not just only issuing the license and then let their client go wherever they want to go. And actually, they are helping the client that they will get not only the license, they have a SPC Free Zone have a partners like we as an auditor, as a tax agent, as a accounting and bookkeeping firm. So they want they bring the partner who are already have a presence in UAE. So they bring the partners, making sure their partners serve their clients in a professional way. So the SPC have a lot of their management actually thinking win-win situation for everyone. So they don't want to grow only themselves. They want their client should grow, their partner should grow. Of course, end of the day, SPC Free Zone, amazing Free Zone, will grow also.
100%. And that's the whole point from the MAC and also for SPC that we want to empower all the entrepreneurship and the startups. And as you know, a lot of SPC free zone clients are still in the early stage of starting the business. So, what kind of support or services they can get through this partnership?
In Mac Chartered Accountants, we have a range of services like audit. We have corporate tax registration, impact assessment, even advice also. Like some people need advice. Are they falling in the 0%, 9%, or VAT services also, registration and other health checkup also. No, there are new things are coming like transfer pricing, benchmarking. We are providing a Mac Chartered Accountants. No new in the next year. There is e-invoicing. That is that client need to be prepared for this, because if they will plan now, then only they will be able to fully compliant with the e-invoicing regulations. So there are a range of services, accounting and bookkeeping also. So for the small startups, we recommend uh, just let us do these services, and you just work on your how you can scaling your business. So, but for the businesses who are already corporate, they already have accounting, audit, and tax department. So we can guide them. We can streamline their process of the audit of the tax. So for both like startups and for the corporates, we provide solutions.
Okay, that's really fair enough. What type of businesses should consider MAC?
Okay. In fact, all the businesses, because compliance requirement starts when business will be set up, and even it when business will end, still compliance requirement required, like all the businesses, startups, SME, corporate. So all the businesses required our services. It's we cannot differentiate. Okay, manufacturing concerns only required, or trading company only required, or consultant. All the businesses. So Mac Chartered Accounting helping all the businesses, regardless what activity they have. So when we provide all the businesses services, it means they need, when they set up, they need corporate tax registration. Even some companies, they are closing, they are liquidating. That time also they need our services. So it's all the services from start till end.
As an advisor, with the recent compliance shift changing and the updates, what type of advice would you like to give for the entrepreneurs who just start their business and putting in mind that now the corporate tax have been affected?
Thank you. Actually, there are lot of advice. I know if I will tell them, they will say, ah, no need to do. So, what one advice I want to give to SPC clients, because we want to help them, please make sure you have a proper record keeping. If you have a proper record, all the things we can extract, being a, we can advise you proper way. So if you have a proper record, so do it, do a proper accounting and bookkeeping. Once you will do proper accounting and bookkeeping, audit will be easy, tax advice will be easy, advisory will be easy. So all the things become easy for the client, for the consultant also. So this one advice, record keeping for client point of view. And the second advice, the most important, when you choose a consultant, please make sure choose a right person who have a certificate, who have a accredited from other authorities. Like MAC Chartered Accountant, I'm auditor. So I have a certificate from Ministry of Economy. Here in market, maybe you will find auditors, they say we do audit, but they are not certified. Same way for the tax consultant. If you need tax advice, go to Federal Tax Authority website. There are tax agents. Detail is there. So I'm also a tax agent. My name and number you can find easily. So select a proper accredited tax agent for your tax consultancy. So two advices: make sure you record keeping is properly record keeping. Second, select a proper accredited tax and auditor.
That's a very good advice. And for our SPC free zone clients, what type of benefit they can get out of this partnership?
First of all, the SPC wants all the stakeholders should grow. So, as a partner with SPC, we want to make sure the client get a benefit from us as well. So, what I can offer in this podcast to all the SPC clients, we can we can give them the free consultation, like 15 minutes to 30 minutes. If they have any questions, we can they can ask us. We reply by email. Even maybe in future, maybe we can have a online session also. They can ask question as much as they can, because if they know the compliance requirement, they can run their business in better way, and their business will grow.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Mr. Muhammad. For our viewers, if you're setting up your business with SPC Free Zone or already operating with us, you have direct access to audit, tax, and advisory support from Mubarak Al Ketbi Charter Accountants to help you operate smarter, stay compliant, and grow faster. To find out more, visit spcfz.ae/partners or reach out directly to Mac for consultation. That's a wrap for this episode. I'm your host Maram, and this has been SPC Spotlight.